what's up, everybody? Hey, what's up, Ryan? I say, hey, what's up? Respond to me.
No, hello.
Hey, how's it going? This is the TNR Sports Show. Welcome to the new episode of the NFL edition of the TNR Sports Show. I'm decked out in my NFL gear. Ryan's in the Oklahoma hoodie. I was going to critique it anyway. What are you going to do? Oklahoma, we'll get there. We'll get to that. Never mind. I was going to do a little Oklahoma trolling, but I've decided to hold off for now. We got another podcast to do for that. But anyways, we've got the NFL playoffs coming up, the wild card weekend. Seems like every team's part of the wild card now. There's a lot of wild cards out there. Now they added the 17th game in the extra wild card spot. You have an extra game. Last year, the Steelers wouldn't have made it. But this year, the black and gold or yellow, whatever you want to call it, is in. And, I'm pretty excited about it. We discussed in the last episode out yesterday that what was going on with that. So, the Chargers Raiders game that was so bonkers. So, you want to check that out. The video will be posted right here. Go check that out, that clip. Go follow that. We talk about Alabama Chargers, the whole shebang. So, make sure you follow that. Good information there. But anyways, talking about the TNR Sports Show, I'm pretty excited for the NFL stuff that we're going to be coming out with. It's going to be quality, people, quality content. Quality. The YouTube algorithm is going to love me because I'm going to be posting 4 times a week. It's going to love that. So our videos are about to spike big time. So welcome to all our new fans. Welcome. Say welcome, Ryan.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. Anyway, so I've got the lines here for the next upcoming games. I'm pretty excited about them. We're going to break them down one by one. Go pretty quick. Not too quick, but we're going to break them down and see what we can do. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. First, we've got the Raiders and the Bengals. Cincinnati's favored by 5.5. The over-under is 48.5, and it's on NBC at 4:30. We're giving you channels this time. I'm pretty excited about it. Look at me. So, Ryan, this is kind of a unique one. Raiders at Bengals is the first game, 4:30 on Saturday. What are you thinking? Do you think Joe Burrow is going to pull some magic, or do you think the Raiders are going to come out here and shock the world?
Yeah, it's a very interesting game. Sneakily, a lot of offense. Raiders have a decent offense. Derek Carr and Hunter Renfrow have been blowing up recently.
And they're running the ball efficiently.
Very good. And then the Bengals. The Bengals have very good offense. Burrow, Mixon, Jamar Chase, T. Higgin. I think it's going to be a kind of a high-scoring game, but I don't see the Raiders winning this. I just don't think they have enough left in the tank. I think they had just enough in the tank to make the playoff, and that's it. I think the Bengals win this one.
Yeah. I don't like the Bengals, so I am biased. But, the Bengals have been very good this year. They're the hot commodity right now. Everybody's like, Joe Burrow, Joe Burrow, Joe Burrow. And in my mind, that's why you should go with the Raiders. I'm going with the Raiders. The Oakland Raiders. I think Derek Carr and with Josh Jacobs are going to be able to run the football. A lot of Cincinnati's defense is good, but it's not great. So I think Oakland's going to be able to take advantage of that. Or Las Vegas, my God. I keep calling them Oakland. I can't stop.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it is. It's hard. It's like the Oakland Raiders just sounds so, it rolls off the tongue. Anyway, Derek Carr's never been in the playoffs, so I can't hardly make the argument that Joe Burrow's inexperienced. But I think there does come a time,
Been to the playoff.
No, he hasn't.
Pretty sure he is.
No, he has not. The Oakland Raiders made the playoffs one time while he's been quarterback, and the one time he did it, in the game before, he broke his leg. Sad. Yeah, there you go. A little NFL history. I'm the NFL guy around here. But Ryan might know a little bit more about college. Unlikely, but I'm the NFL guy. No doubt about it. But yeah, the Raiders, I'm excited to see what they can do. I'm excited to see the way they run the football. I think that if they have a dominant running game, kind of establish that, pass when they need to, I think they're going to have a good chance to win the football game. I'm going with the Oakland Raiders plus the points. Of course, it's plus the points because it's Oakland. All right, there's your game number 1. All right, Patriots Bills. The Bills are -4. The over-under is 42.5. It's CBS at 8:15 on Saturday night. Tony Romo is going to be all over that. Or no, it won't be. He won't be. He'll be at the Cowboys for San Fran. So I don't know who they'll have calling the Patriots Bills. They're not going to take Tony Romo out of Dallas. You know what I mean? Patriots Bills over under 4. Bills are favored by 4. The over under is 42. 8:15 CBS. Ryan, thoughts?
I would hate to be at this game. It's supposed to be 3 degrees.
Oh my God, perfect football weather.
It's gonna be a cold game.
Perfect football weather.
Yeah, it works for these two. I mean, luckily they're
Ah,
both
yeah,
cold
they're both
weather
very
teams.
used to
So
it.
like, if you like Miami in this
Oh
game,
my
they would
God,
just
yeah,
die.
Carolina or the Saints. Oh my God,
They just die. Yeah.
yeah.
I actually like this game. I think it's probably going to be the most exciting game for the first day of the playoffs because it's 2 days.
Yeah.
Um,
Three technically. Crazy enough. There's a
well, yeah,
Monday
that's
game.
true.
Yeah,
That's
there's a
true.
Monday game.
I'm gonna take the Pats. I think Bill Belichick always has something up his sleeve. I mean, the Pats have a very good team. Like it's kind of underrated. How I mean, I know some people have talked about it, but it's a pretty good team. The Bills have been streaky. I mean, they're kind of hitting stride right now, but I just it's hard for me to look at the Pats and say they're not going to win this game. So I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
It'll be very easy for me to look at the Pats and say they're not going to win this game. I think the Patriots see the issue I have with the Patriots. I believe they peaked mid-season. I thought they had their moment. That they were at the top of the mountain when they beat Buffalo in Buffalo. I don't think Buffalo's forgotten that. And you could say, well, they beat Buffalo in Buffalo, but you could also make the thing that this is playoff football. You've got a Buffalo team that has been there. And you for the Patriots, yeah, you've got a lot of staff members that obviously have been there multiple times. But on the flip side of that, you've got the a rookie quarterback, Matt Jones, who I just don't think is that good. And this year at least, he's been the better out of all of them, but he's got the better coaching and the better staff, so it's not hard to be that good.
Better
Um,
team too.
yeah, better by far than all the other ones. But regardless, I just think I think it'll be too much. I think the Bills are going to be into it. I think they're going to win, and I think they're going to. Josh Allen's been hot. They have ever since they lost that game, so they kind of been kind of funny. They kind of took two different little paths. You could argue that the Bills got streaky after the Patriots game, and the Patriots got kind of down after the Bills game, and that's kind of how it's been. One people want to bring up the Bills losing to the Patriots. I mean, at home, but they also don't remember the Bills beating the Patriots at home. Not even a couple, like 3 weeks ago, if 2 weeks ago, maybe. I don't remember when it was. I think it was two because 3 weeks ago. I mean, but yeah, it's hard to people have short memories. I think of being at home with the Buffalo Bills, and if there's actual weather involved, or if it's just cold, is it just cold or is it going to snow?
I'm not sure about snow. I think it's just gonna be cold.
Yeah, so
I mean, there
you
might be
know,
I no.
yeah, so I'm going with the Bills here. I'm going with the Bills. I'm going with the Bills. I'm going with
Okay.
the Bills. I'm also, if you want to be dangerous, or over 42 and a half, but only if you're feeling dangerous. I wouldn't recommend it if you think it's actually going to happen because I don't think it will. But if you're feeling dangerous, take it. All right. We're going where we've been split so far. Let's see if we keep it going. We will. All right. So we're starting on Sunday. Sunday at 1 p.m. You got the Eagles versus the Buccaneers. Tom Brady versus Jalen Hurts. The matchup we all wanted. This has been written in time. Eagles Bucks. Bucks are favored by 8.5. The over under is 49, and it's Fox. 1 p.m. on Sunday. Joe Buck will be there with Troy Aikman. I'm thinking here. I'll go first here. I picked the Eagles to win the football game. And here's my thinking behind it. I think the Buccaneers have got a lot of pieces missing. They've got a lot of injuries, a lot of things going on. The Antonio Brown drama saga, it doesn't feel like it's going to be their year. Now, would it shock me if the Bucs won this game? No. Would it shock me if the Bucs won the Super Bowl? Yeah, because I think they already had a lot of injuries and kind of depleted. It's not the same as it was last year. Tampa Bay had the best offense and the best defense in the country last year, and that's why they won. It's hard to hard to mix that. I just don't think this year there's a lot of anticipation. I don't think this is Tom Brady's last year. I don't think anybody actually thinks that. So if Tom Brady's going to go out, in a crappy first round loss, this would be the time. But I do think the Eagles have to run the football. They have to do what they've been doing, efficiently running the football, get Jalen Hurts in favorable situations. Don't put him in tight situations. Keep the game close. Stay on the field. Run the clock. Don't let Tom Brady on the field. But when you let him on the field, shut him down or at least try to slow them down too, so you get something going there. Don't let any big plays up. And that's how I think the Eagles, I'm going with the Eagles to win the football game on Sunday. Ryan, your thoughts on the Buccaneers?
I kind of agree with you. I don't think that the Bucs will run the table and win the Super Bowl this year because of all their personnel issues, injuries, Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown. However, I just don't think, even with all of that being said, you can look at the Eagles and say they're a better team than the Bucs. I just don't think you can say it. The Bucs are a loaded team. Even their backups are pretty darn good. I'm going with the Buccaneers in Tampa. I mean, the Eagles are kind of a weird team that just kind of scraped their way into the playoff.
Sure.
And I'm going with the Buccaneers. I think they got too much. I think they'll win this game, probably lose the next one, though.
Yeah, I agree. If they had to go to Green Bay or something like that, or Los
not gonna
Angeles, I don't think it's going to be pretty. I just think the Bucs showed us a lot of weakness throughout the year. I think they showed us a lot of fallibility, a lot of areas where they could be weak. You know, especially in that Saints game. I think back to that Sunday night Saints game a couple weeks ago. I just think about how the Saints shut them down, and I think
about the Jets game. Like that was, I mean,
oh yeah, they almost
figured
lost
it
the one
out.
where Antonio Brown ran away at. Yeah, they almost
Yeah.
lost that one. You know, and I just think they're weak. And you know, if this game was in Philadelphia, it's not though. I think it's it's definitely in Tampa Bay. But you know, I think I'm just leaning Eagles here. We'll see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucs win. I'm not confident in this pick at all. Out of all the picks, I'm the least confident in this one, and that's telling you something because there's another one coming up that I'm really. All right, there you go, Eagles Bucs. All right, the next, I would call the next. Well, this one and the last one, kind of the two big ones. Like these are the two ones that I think are going to be really good games. Not this one, not the next one, but the next one after that. So you'll see what I'm saying. The next, we got the San Francisco 49ers versus the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones. The Cowboys are favored by 3. It's the lowest line out of all the playoff games, Ryan. The over-under is 50.5, and it's on CBS at 4:30 with Tony Romo. I'm going with the boys, but I'm not confident. I think San Francisco is a sneaky good team. I think that division was very good. I think that's one of the reasons San Francisco struggled a lot through the year. The one thing that gets me about San Francisco is I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo can do what needs to be done, especially if this gets to some crazy high-scoring affair, like where the Cowboys are just running down the field like we know what they're capable of. Like Dak Prescott starts running them up and down the field. You know, I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo can do the job that needs to be done to solidify a 49ers win in a shootout. So they got to keep it kind of defensive if they can. If it gets out of control, it's out of control for the 49ers. I don't think they'll win. I like the Cowboys, Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, multiple of those guys, fantastic fellas. I think they're going to CD Lamb, Amari Cooper, all those guys. They're going to be very good, and I think they might make a little run in the playoffs. I'm going with the Cowboys. Ryan.
Okay. San Francisco, kind of sneaky good on offense, honestly. I mean, Deebo Samuel having like one of the craziest breakouts years we've seen. And it's kind of been underrated, honestly. I mean, he's been fantastic.
It's because it's in California. No one out there cares.
Yeah. But he's been fantastic. I mean, player out of South Carolina. I mean, he's been killing it. He's been one of the best players in the NFL. However, the Cowboys are a very good team. Like, their defense is pretty good. They got a great defensive line. Their secondary can be a little leaky, but they get interceptions, which is something Jimmy G sometimes has a little bit of problem with. He, overthrows some stuff, and I think the Cowboys can take advantage of this. And of course, the Cowboys have one of the best offense in the NFL overall. Not, or Tom Brady's best quarterback and his best quarterback stats, but overall, the Cowboys are killing it. It's going to be in Jerry World. It's in AT&T Stadium. Jerry World.
Great guy, Jerry Jones.
Yeah, Arkansas guy.
Yeah, great guy.
Dallas.
Great guy.
I'm taking the Cowboys. I think this is one of the few. I think it might have been the only one that we agree on. We're taking.
God. It is. Oh my God. So this is the one that book the 49ers to win big. Me and Ryan both agree
Already.
on it. So it's over for the 49ers. I mean, it's over for the Cowboys. All right, there you go. Cowboys, San Francisco. Next, the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Chiefs, the game you have all been waiting for. The moment has come to talk about those Pittsburgh Steelers heading to the playoffs. Big Ben's last ride. The Chiefs are favored by 12 and a half. The over-under is 45 and a half, and it's a Sunday night football game. A Sunday night football game. You got the Steelers, you got the Chiefs, you got Patty Mahomes, you got Big Ben, you've got Tyreek Hill, you've got some Pittsburgh guys, Najee Harris. There you go. We don't have a lot of good brand name guys on the team right now. But I think it's I'll let you go first, Ryan.
I think they're having a crazy season for that whole division. I mean, at the beginning of the season, we're like, oh, yeah, the Ravens and the Browns, they're doing very good. They're going to make it. Cincinnati's, Pittsburgh at one point was 1-3. And it ended up the Ravens and the Browns completely collapsed, and they suck.
Thank God.
Now, Cincinnati and the Steelers in the playoff, great comeback for both teams, especially the Steelers. The Steelers had to come back from a lot this year. However, with that being said, the game is in Kansas City. That is a fantastic crowd, probably one of the best crowds in NFL, honestly.
Sure. It's the loudest stadium in the NFL.
That's exactly. The Chiefs are really like for a while there. I was kind of like, what is wrong with the Chiefs? They're just not getting it together. They've been killing it recently. They've lost one game to Cincinnati recently, but other than that, they have.
They did struggle in their last game of the season against the Broncos. They try to lose it in every way possible. So I'm hanging my hat on that. Maybe they weren't focused, but
yeah, I think they're looking ahead. But
the Steelers.
I'm taking Kansas City. I think they'll win this game. I think the Steelers will put their best foot forward, but I don't think it'll be enough.
I think a lot of times, and this is what I truly believe going into this game, I think a lot of times playoff teams, and that's kind of one of the reasons I doubt the Bengals, because you'll be tense, right? You're in the playoffs. Oh my God, we're in the playoffs. Oh my God, we're in the playoffs. And you're nervous, you're freaking out or whatever. A little story time for you. I think it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. The Chiefs aptly whooped the Steelers' ass. It wasn't even close. The Steelers didn't stand a chance. They blew us out by like 30. Whatever. Looking at this game, I've heard the Steelers players talk about it, and I heard Mike Tomlin kind of talk about it. There's no pressure. No one expected them to be there. There's no pressure. Who cares if they lose? You know what I mean? Mike Tomlin said, I think he knows. The team's not as good as it could be. It's not the Chiefs' caliber. I mean, everybody knows it. So why be pressured? Go in there and have fun. And I think you're really going to see the Steelers do some weird stuff. Whether it's going to work or not, that'll be one thing or the other. But you're going to see the Steelers do some weird stuff. And, I'm not biased. I'm not biased at all. Not biased at all. I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers to go to the Super Bowl and win Big Ben's last ride. The old gunslinger is going to do it again. The Big Ben Pittsburgh Steelers are going to do it. No, I'm just kidding. But I do think they have a good chance to beat the Chiefs if the ball bounces the right way. Houston Nutt always had this great speech. Old coach Arkansas had this great speech. Is you never know the way the ball's going to bounce. You never know who's going to gain that last yard. You never know what's going to happen in a football game. All you have to go out there is do your job. So I think it's possible. You never know. Maybe TJ Watt snaps the ball out of old Patty Mahomes' hands, and maybe Jackson Mahomes dances on a grave or something like that. So what a scumbag he is. I think Kansas City should lose because of his ignorance. I really do.
I'll take it. I'll accept. I would love to see the Steelers win. I'll be rooting for your Steelers, but
I will be too. Mad. Probably just mad the whole time. I think it's going to be good. This is it for Big Ben. Anyone who says it's not is dummy. If you think he's going somewhere else, you obviously didn't have to see him throw a ball this year and outside the fourth quarter when he looks like Peyton Manning every drive. The fourth quarter, oh my God, if it's in the fourth, Chiefs are going to better sweat. If they think in the fourth quarter, if Big Ben has the ball with a chance to tie or take the win, you better be sweating your ass off because he's the only quarter that whole team sucks. And the whole team sucks until the fourth quarter. That defense is pretty good. The whole team sucks until the fourth quarter. Now that fourth quarter rolls around, oh my God. We become the best team in the NFL by far. It's not even close. But yeah, I'm excited for the Steelers Chiefs. I think it's going to be a big win for the Steelers. People are going to be shocked. They're going to be waking up Monday morning being like, oh my God, the Steelers, no way. And then you're going to see the Steelers face the Titans. Ooh, who we beat. You remember that?
I don't think we play y'all next. Even if y'all would win, we wouldn't play y'all. I think we play the winner of the Pats Bills.
Aren't we the lowest seed, though? Wouldn't the number one play the lowest seed?
I don't know how it'll work, but maybe.
I thought that's what I thought. one plays the
I
4.
thought it said that we were going to play.
Doesn't one play the 4 and the 2 play the 3? Isn't that how it usually works in playoff?
Normally.
Yeah, these might not be normal playoffs. I told our coworker that the other day. I was so certain of it. Because, that's how it works in the NBA. If one wins.
That is true in the NBA.
I don't know. Maybe in the NFL, you're right. Who knows?
Actually,
well, whatever. Bring on the Titans.
An easy win.
We want the no, I don't think. I think the Titans are going to go pretty far. I think they're going to have a good chance. Man, if Derrick Henry comes back, boy. Whoosh. And that running back the Titans have, the guy who filled in for him, what was his name?
Foreman?
Yeah, him. He's pretty good.
Yeah,
he's not bad.
All right, yeah.
Oh, my God. Could you imagine having 2 big guys back there? Just massive dudes just running the crap out of you in the fourth quarter. Oh, my. Well, Pittsburgh has the worst run defense. I think it has, the best pass defense and the worst run defense in the NFL. So,
really?
Yeah.
I would not expect that.
Yeah, we're bad run defense, so y'all would probably win. I don't know how y'all lost to us the first time. All right, probably no Derrick Henry. That's probably how it does. All right, there you go. Steelers Chiefs. I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here we go. Find me on Sunday night cheering my with my flag. We're gonna have to record early on Sunday. I'm not gonna be playing around that day. All right. On Monday, the first Monday night playoff game in ever, I think. Cardinals Rams. Rams are favored by 4. The over-under is 49.5. It's on ESPN. ESPN, Monday Night Football. Monday Night Playoff Football. And I said earlier that I thought the Cowboys, San Fran was a great game. I think this is also going to be a great game. I just think these two teams, first of all, these two teams, if you threw the Cardinals, the Rams, and the Chargers in one big bowl. Now, people might care for the Cardinals, but if you care the Chargers and the Rams, those are the 2 teams in the NFL that nobody gives a crap about. It's shocking how much money the Rams have and how little their fans actually care. I was watching the San Francisco Rams game, the other Sunday, and I was viewing the stadium as, there's that camera or whatever, and it was red everywhere. Red, 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 red. I'm like, where are these people's fans? They have fans? I was like, I guess no one in LA cares.
They're in St. Louis. Yeah, that's where they are.
Yeah, they know. Yeah, they're like, yeah, and all the Missouri people are cheering now. Happy the Rams are in the going in the playoffs.
They're probably not. They probably hate the Rams, to be honest. But
yeah, Stan Kroenke was a greedy bastard. What are you gonna do? So I'm going with the Rams. The Cardinals, I sense a little. There's been a lot of bias from me in this episode so far. I sense a little bias from Ryan because of a certain little short quarterback that plays for a certain red team. Is that accurate? There's a short little quarterback that's a good runner that went to the University of Oklahoma by the name of Kyler Murray.
I would say so. The reason I'm picking the Cardinals is when they are clicking together, when the Cardinals are clicking on offense and defense, they are the best team in the NFL.
And they did show that against the Cowboys. 2 weeks ago, they had a great defensive game against the Cowboys and won. So it's not impossible. And another interesting
what I've kind of been seeing out of the Rams recently that I don't like.
It's Matthew Stafford. I agree. He's a bum.
Yeah, he hasn't been playing that well.
Oh, were you actually going to say Matthew Stafford?
I was. There have been games
Georgia quarterback
not hitting it.
He's not. He's made a lot of dummy decisions.
He has strangely a lot of interceptions from him.
I think he threw a lot of picks at Detroit.
Probably we just probably didn't care because it's Detroit.
Exactly.
But I'm looking at he has 17 interceptions, which is tied for 30th in the league.
Oh my God.
Um, that's it's not great.
How many touchdowns does he have? Does it say?
41, which is second in the league. But
oh well, maybe they throw it a lot.
I mean, they do. They do throw it a lot. I don't know. I think this is probably going to be the best game in the entire weekend. I mean, I'm saying it right now.
Right.
I think these are the two best teams that have a matchup.
I think so too.
I'm giving it to the edge to the Cardinals. If they're clicking, they win this game. If they're not, Rams will win it.
You know what this game actually is? I can't believe I thought of this when you were talking. This is the hot coach bowl.
Oh, it kind of is.
Which coach is more attractive? Whichever coach is more attractive will win. Is it Sean McVay or Cliff Kingsbury? I'll never forget that Cliff Kingsbury. Was it the draft last year? I think it was. Or was it the COVID year one when they were sitting there and they had Cliff Kingsbury sitting in like his mansion somewhere and like in a full white couch with a beautiful background. He was just sitting there by himself. I had to be 2020. That would only make sense. What a crazy time that was. Yeah, I think this is a game. This is a game full of people that you wouldn't think would be here. If you would have told you last year, if I would have looked you dead in the face in the middle of the season last year in 2020, and I would have said, Ryan, in the playoffs, in the wild card round on a Monday night, you're going to get the Rams versus the Cardinals in SoFi Stadium, Kyler Murray versus Matthew Stafford. You would be like, what? No one would have been like, what? Are you crazy? Are you a crazy person?
Once Matthew Stafford went to the Rams, I think I even said last year when he went to the Rams, I was like, that makes him a Super Bowl contender. The Cardinals, I did not expect the Cardinals to beat.
Yeah, the Cardinals have been very good. They've been unexpectedly good.
Yeah, I didn't expect the Cardinals. The Rams, I fully expected to beat him. Honestly, I expected the Rams to do more than what they've done.
I agree. Yeah. I think they've been disappointing. They have so much talent, man. The amount of like names on those teams, like people forget, Cooper Kupp. All right, we'll start with Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp, unbelievable wide receiver, kind of emerged. Best wide receiver in the NFL this year. Crazy. OBJ's on that team. Here's another one, Aaron Donald.
Robert Woods.
Another one, Von Miller.
Yeah, Von Miller.
That cornerback, Jalen Ramsey, he's on there. I mean, it's crazy how many big-time names they have. And I just feel like they kind of underachieved almost in a way. I think a big part of it is as their home field advantage is so bad. It's almost like when you go on the road, especially when you get them one teams walking into town. I think the Rams probably have good home field advantage when, let's say, like a New York Giants coming to town or a Tampa Bay Buccaneers, even, or a Miami Dolphins, or a Jets team. But when you get somebody like the Cowboys or the Steelers or the Raiders or the 49ers, I think you lose your home field advantage. Now, I think they'll have a home field advantage with the Cardinals. I don't think Cardinals even have many fans. But you're going to see a lot of especially now, you're going to see like this home field advantage they have is so flip-floppy, especially when you get these big name teams in there. But that's kind of what I think about that. I just think the Rams, I think you're going to need a big game from OBJ. I think you're going to need a big game from Cooper Kupp. And you're going to need Matthew Stafford to actually have a good game and not be stupid. This is only, fun fact, this is Matthew Stafford's second time in the playoffs. I bet you don't know who Matthew Stafford played in the first round of the playoffs so many years ago.
Was that for the Seahawks or the Packers, I want to say?
No, it was the Saints. It was, I believe it was Megatron's last year as a wide receiver. It might not have been. I don't remember him particularly. But yeah, it was Drew Brees and the Saints invited they whooped them too. It was the only time I ever seen the Lions in the playoffs. They made the wild card round many, many years ago. I don't even remember that. Well, a hot minute ago. That's sad for
them. They were like 10-6 that year, and Matthew Stafford had a great, fantastic year.
Yeah, I mean, he's had decent little years in Detroit. The team has always been terrible. But another look at it would also tell you that, Matthew Stafford was hurt a lot of injuries throughout his Lions career, a lot. I think he's almost played as many seasons as he was injured, All right, that's it for the NFL, man. How about that? NFL, TNR, NFL. I love it. The TNR Sports Show and the NFL. You know, they say stick to college. I say never mind. I stick to what I want to do. I do what I want to run this podcast the way I want to run it. I produce with the quantity content I want to produce. I do what I want. The NFL, this is for you NFL guys, the NFL, the NFL, the NFL on TNR. So expect a video on Tuesday recapping the playoffs. We'll record it on Monday night, release it on Tuesday. So you might not get a fully updated Rams score. I might come on here in the last second and be like, the Rams won or something like that. But other than that, you get a fully recap of the Rams game. The NFL wild card weekend. Well, hopefully next week I'll come to you in my Big Ben jersey and say, the gunslinger is moving on. The gunslinger. How about that? How about that? All right. All right. Thank you all for watching and subscribing and liking to the TNR Sports Show. Keep doing that. Bye.
Bye.